What's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do here on the Jam Session. We cook up every single game, every single day, man. Money Making Tuesday off a solid Monday night. We smashed our NBA Player of the Night with the Memphis Grizzlies. Really was a no sweat. We trust Memphis at home, at the crib. That team goes stupid, dummy, crazy at home, at the crib. Shout out the Grizzlies. Thought it was a really good spot for them. We also cashed our behind the woodshed blowout winner with the Oklahoma City Thunder buddies in the revenge spot at home. We cashed our NBA plus money dog on the Washington Wizards on the outright money line. The only play we lost officially last night was the Indiana Pacers. They won the game but struggled with the Utah Jazz on the road in Utah. We'll talk about the Pacers again here in a little bit as they're in action tonight on the road in Portland. Hey man, let's keep the momentum rolling forward. Money Making Tuesday. Solid card tonight. Y'all know the drill. We're going to cook it up and try to smash it. I appreciate each and every one of you that continue to tune in and watch this video. All I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Instagram and Twitter all day long. There's a link for both in the description below. And, of course, I have premium plays over at the site, including that NBA Player of the Day. We smashed it last night, hit the night before, looking for our third straight tonight. You can scoop up that play over at Pickdawgz Premium. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do what we do, man. Without further ado, let's make some money tonight. And let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. First game on the board. We got the team from Dallas out on the road facing the Philadelphia 76ers. Sixers, 2.5-point home favorites in this one. This is my absolute least favorite game on the entire card tonight. Y'all know my thoughts on the Philadelphia 76ers from an ATS standpoint. You see it on your screen how bad they are. And laying points with this team, I feel like we're asking for it. I understand why they're favorites in this game. Forced to play the game, I would lean towards the Sixers. There's better places to put my money. I'm not watching this game tonight. Don't want to watch this game tonight. Small lean on the Philadelphia 76ers. On the other side, I think the team from Dallas, man, after a move like that, a trade like that, I think the city and the team as a whole is still shell-shocked. I think that was evident in their first game they played, getting aired out by 40, down by 50 at certain points in that game to the Cleveland Cavs. I know I'm comparing the Cavs and the Sixers, but I'm just here to talk about until the team from Dallas shows us a sign, we're not looking in the direction. You feel me? That's franchise-altering move, and no signs right now point to bet on them. I don't even know who's playing tonight. Kyrie missed last game. He's not on the injury report tonight. Keep an eye on that. Again, least favorite game of the night. Personally, I will have no money on this game. Forced to play, I would take the Sixers, but I ain't doing that tonight. We'll keep it rolling. Let's talk about some actual good basketball tonight, man. We have the defending champs, the Boston Celtics, out on the road facing the Cleveland Cavaliers, the number one ATS team in the league, and also the number one record team in the league, man. The book showing them some respect. They're favored in this game, laying 1.5 points on the defending champs. Total 238.5. TNT tonight. Shaq, Ernie, and the crew will be on the call beforehand. Interesting game, man. These two teams have matched up twice this season. Boston won the first game, 121-17, back in November on the 19th. Cleveland won the most recent meeting, 115-111 on the 1st of December. Boston comes into this game winners of 4 of their last 5. We've talked about at nauseum how bad the Celtics are from an ATS standpoint. Right now, they're the number 2 worst ATS team in the NBA. Following a win, man, we've been cashing at over an 80% clip, just blindly fading the Celtics. And like we talked about, Cleveland, number 1 ATS team in the league. There's no team you've made more money betting this season than the Cleveland Cavs. Here's why I think Boston is so bad from an ATS standpoint. They know they're the best team in the league by a pretty wide margin. I still believe that. I've told you guys that for majority of the season. 82 games is a lot of games to play, and it's hard to get up for 82. The Celtics, they got their mindset on the postseason. So there's going to be a lot of nights in the NBA where they're just going through the motions. There's going to be a lot of nights where they're up on teams. They pull their starters and fail to cover the big numbers that they're laying. That's the problem with the Boston Celtics this season. They're not as motivated to prove to the league how good they are because they proved it last season winning the chip, and now they're the defending champs. And when you're the defending champs, you become the hunted. You're no longer hunting. So that's why Boston is so bad from an ATS standpoint. But what we saw from them this season is in the motivation spots, they come out and play well. So we know how bad Boston is following a win from an ATS standpoint, but we also know how good the Celtics are following a loss from an ATS standpoint. So that just means when they're motivated to do it, they come out and look like the team we know and love, the best team in the league. Because they lost the last game to Cleveland, this is a revenge game for the Celtics. Because the Cavs right now currently have the best record in the league, I think this is a motivation game for Boston. And it's on national television. I think they come out, flex their muscles, and again show the world why they're the best team in the league. They're motivated to do something tonight. And you're going to give me the best team in the league, the defending champs, as an underdog? Sign me up. I get it. I understand why Cleveland is favored. Book's showing them some respect, but personally, my line here is like Boston minus 2.5, personally. So catching Boston as a dog, even on the road, even following a win, sign me up, man. Give me the Celtics here in this one. We keep it rolling. We head over to Brooklyn, where the Nets are 9.5-point home dogs with the Houston Rockets rolling in. Rockets, man, this team has now lost 3 straight games. They lost to Memphis, 120-119, out on the road in Memphis. They double back and lost in blowout fashion to this same Brooklyn Nets team just 3 days ago in Houston, in all places, 110-98. And then last night, they looked good for majority of the game and then kind of pooped it away late fourth quarter against the New York Knicks. They did cover in the game, depending on the line you got. Most of the closing numbers you covered with the Houston Rockets. But they have now lost 3 straight games. In the quick revenge spot, they are head and shoulders the better basketball team. Because of how bad they got beat by Brooklyn the other night, I think they come here and flood the Nets in this one. Y'all know we love betting specific spots, specific situations here on the Jam Session, and quick revenge is definitely one of those, especially if the team is head and shoulders the better basketball team. They got to embarrass their first matchup. So just a little tough stretch there for Houston, Memphis, sandwich game against the Nets, then on the road in the Garden. Tough little sandwich spot there, but I think they redeemed themselves coming off 3 straight L's. I think they're motivated here in this one. Remember how good the Houston Rockets are from an ATS standpoint overall, and specifically on the road this season. I trust them in this spot. I'll lay it. I think they absolutely beat up on the Brooklyn Nets. We keep rolling. Talking about the New York Knicks. They're in action tonight on the road in Toronto. Raptors, 4.5-point home dogs, total 229.5. Interesting game. Knicks on the second leg of a back-to-back with travel. They did get the win last night over the Houston Rockets in the Garden. The Knicks have beaten up on the Raptors in all 3 meetings this season, 113-108 on the 9th of December, 139-125 on the 23rd of December, and 112-98 on the 8th of January. We've been cashing like nobody's business on the Toronto Raptors at home at the crib this season. The Raptors, as you see on your screen, have been a very profitable ATS team for us this year, but they don't match up that well with New York. And this is a game where the line doesn't feel like the New York Knicks are overrated, overvalued. The Knicks have shown us that they match up well and can and will beat up on the Raptors. I know laying points on Toronto, and Toronto were asking for it, but at the same time, I think the Knicks are head and shoulders the better basketball team in this matchup, even despite being on the second leg of a back-to-back with travel. Give me the New York Knicks. I think they beat up on the Raptors and keep a little of this momentum they have rolling. Next game up, we have your Chicago Bulls as 3.5, 4.5-point home dogs. Do your line shopping in this one. Miami laying the points in this one. Miami still hasn't traded Jimmy Butler. That's still looming over this franchise. They tried to trade him to Golden State. Jimmy didn't want to waive his Jimmy didn't want to sign an extension as soon as he is traded to the Warriors. So the trade ultimately talks stalled. That's what's going on right now with Miami. We'll see as the deadline comes on Thursday what happens with him. The Bulls, though, they just traded away Zach LaVine. This team, in all honesty, has waved the white flag, in my opinion. It feels like this team is saying we're going all-out tank. That's what that move makes. They didn't really get anybody competitive back on the team. It's a young team, a lot of young talent. They haven't been good at home anyway. Miami's still in the thick of things, still competing. I think we're about to see the Bulls completely fall off. I think Miami, even though there's a lot of drama going on over there, still the better basketball team by a pretty decent margin based on the players that will be on the floor tonight. Give me Miami laying the points here in this one. Next game up, we have my favorite team, the Los Angeles Lakers, out on the road facing the Los Angeles Clippers. 8.5-point home favorites here in this one. Total 220.5. Shout out the Lakers, the Lake Show, man. Shout out the Los Angeles Lake Show Lakers, playing really good basketball right now. Last time we seen them, we cashed outright money line plus 400 and change, fading the New York Knicks. And then that same night, hell broke loose, man. They traded away a guy that won a chip there with them in Anthony Davis. They acquired one of the best young talents in all of the league in the Don, Luka Doncic. He's still hurt. He will not make his debut tonight. Remember, though, the Lakers were playing well even despite AD for a couple of games. Shout out to Lake Show, man. Shout out to Lake Show. The problem here is I think Lake Show a little too public right now. Everybody loving on the Lake Show right now. The Lake Show is all in the headlines. You know, I'm pretty sure in LA everything is Lakers. Look at what the Lakers did. You know, and that's how it's always is. That's how it always will be, no matter what the Clippers do. But here on the Jam Session, we also know the Clippers have little brother syndrome, where whenever they see the Lakers, bro, they just be mad that they little bro. And they always seem to find a way to beat up on the Los Angeles Lake Show Lakers. I think the line here tells you everything you need to know. I'm on the Clippers. I'm laying the points here in this one with these boys. The Clippers right now currently are the #1 home ATS team in the league. There's no team you've made more money on at home than the Clippers. Well, hell, in hindsight, it really doesn't make that. I mean, it really isn't that hard of a concept to understand. They built a multi-billion-dollar arena to be the best home team in the league, man. They built a wall and some more shit. Shout out to Clippers, man. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. If you're going to do it, do it. You feel me? I ain't mad at them for it. And I think that little brother syndrome comes out tonight as they beat up on the Lakers. Like, bro, we the better team. Look at our record. Look at what we've been doing this season. And all y'all want to do is talk about the Lakers. Lakers. I think the Clippers be a little mad about that, man. I think they beat up on the Lakers at home, at the crib. They did do that earlier this season, back in January on the 19th, 116-102. We're probably looking at something similar here in this one. Give me the Clippers. Don't overcomplicate it. Last game on TNT tonight. Last and final game of the night, man. We got the Indiana Pacers out on the road facing the Portland Trail Blazers. Blazers, 5.5-point home dog. Shout out to Blazers, man. They won outright last night over the Phoenix Suns. Them Blazers are playing their best basketball of the season. We have been cashing on Portland like nobody's business. Fading them tonight, though. I know. And I know Indiana let us down last night, but I'm still on the Pacers here in this one. I think this is just a bad matchup for the Blazers, and I don't like necessarily the spot for them following that overtime game last night with the Suns. The Pacers, in my mind, in my opinion, are still head and shoulders the better basketball team by a pretty decent margin. In a game like this, I think they just get up and down and kind of beat up on Portland. So that's my thoughts here on this one. I know a lot of y'all are not going to like this game. A lot of you are going to take Portland. I understand why. I hate fading the Blazers. I've been on that Blazers train. Just got a gut feeling about this one tonight, man. Certain teams just don't match up well with others, and I think this is one of those where the Blazers just don't match up all that well with Indiana. I think Indiana wins this game comfortably. I'll lay the points here. I know the Pacers are on the back end of a back-to-back as well, but I'm still laying the points. Like the spot, like the situation. Give me the Pacers here in our last and final game of the night, man. I appreciate each and every one of you that continue to tune in and watch this video. Money Making Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue to do what we do, which is kick the crap out of the books betting hoops. I do have an NBA Player of the Day for sale over at Pickdawgz Premium. We have hit back-to-back last night. We had the Memphis Grizzlies the night before. We had the Cleveland Cavs. Tonight we have the... Let's find out what it is over at Pickdawgz Premium, man. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know. Smash that like button for your guy, man. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Check out all the other guys' content here at Pickdawgz as well. It's been your guy, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm out of here. Peace.